Before databases were around, companies actually used filing cabinets like this one to store all of their data. People had to look up the information by hand, and it was inefficient and time-consuming. Thankfully, after databases were created, businesses were able to store, input, and access their data all in one spot. In order to do this, you'll need a database programmer. Today, I'm going to give you a few basics and then move on to the design and development process. To begin, we'll start with the definition of a database. A database is a collection of related records all stored in one place. People use databases to run their businesses. They can store product information, sales records, and employee information. In an interview that I had with Judy Archer, an instructor of databases at North Central Texas College, she says that a programmer can develop a functioning database in less than a week. Next, we'll take a look at some of the steps in the design process. During this time, a programmer needs to gather information from several different places. As stated by the Information Sciences and Technology Department at the University of Pennsylvania at www.psu.edu, a business process takes in information from several different department heads, such as human resources, marketing, sales, public relations, and so on. Once all the department heads come together and bring their needs and goals to the table, a programmer will take into account the user's needs, the people that actually will be using the databases. Then he or she can create the data model. The data model illustrates the relationships between the related records. The data model is akin to a blueprint and itemizes exactly what the database will include. Once the design is complete, users will have the opportunity to test out the database by entering small amounts of data. This ensures that the programmer has met all the predefined requirements that the company set before he started. After testing, the database is actually loaded with the company's data. Next, it's important for a programmer to secure his or her work. According to Andrew Opel, the author of Databases, A Beginner's Guide, he says that the best way to protect your database is with a firewall. Firewalls can come in the form of software or hardware which is directly installed on the server. Another form of protection is an off-site backup. Of course, all of this is just the tip of the iceberg, but it gives you a pretty good idea as to what happens in the life of a programmer. Remember that database design is a chance to show off your skills as a programmer. It's important to understand the basics, develop a strong design, and then follow through with the development process. And that's how an efficient programmer works.